All right. How's it going, everybody? Get rid of that. Let's continue on in Matthew, and we're going to start with Matthew 5. We're going to start with Daniel 3. Well, that's interesting. That's so, it's just rare. Anyway, and seeing the multitudes, he went up on the mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn. Oh, this is the, I want to make sure I'm in the right spot. We did finish 4, correct? Yeah. Okay. 25 verses seems plenty. What do they call it? The Beatitudes, the Beuta. How do you pronounce that? Beatitudes is what's flashing in my head, but that's not how you pronounce it. Jesus speaking the Beatitudes. Beatitudes. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm about as dumb as a box of rocks. The Beatitudes. All right. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which, by the way, this is all sheep. At one point in your life, you'll be brought to this. You'll be brought to mourning if you're a sheep. Poor in spirit, what does it mean by that? Because obviously we're the only ones that have the Holy Spirit. But when you're a lost sheep, the Lord calls you as you're going through those downward turns. Most of the time, you're poor in spirit. Same with being meek. And those that hunger. I guess it's probably not safe to just assuredly say that this happens. Every one of these will happen to every sheep at some point in their life. Because maybe some sheep died and they were never hungry. You follow what I'm saying? But anything that a sheep goes through, it's all for their salvation. It's part of the process, which is why we get in everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Lord concerning you. So any of these tough times that you go through, just be thankful, because you're a sheep. And I guess you would want to say that each and every time you read each sentence. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God concerning you, or the will of the Lord concerning you.
According to Bookshop, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of
God concerning you. It is God. Okay. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God concerning you. That means everything. Your arm falls off, give thanks. You lose a child, give thanks. Seriously. That's what this is saying. So as you read each line, give thanks, because you'll be comforted. Yours is the kingdom of heaven, so give thanks. For you're going to inherit the earth, so give thanks. For you shall be filled, so give thanks. For you will obtain mercy, give thanks. For they shall see God. That's something to give thanks about, right? For they shall be called the children of God. That's something to give thanks about, right? So you want to connect every one of these to that. Blessed are the meek, they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Doesn't get much better than that. I really think I needed to hear that one tonight. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. I needed to hear that too. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Moving on to Daniel 3. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of the image of gold, whose height was 80 cubits and the breadth of 6 cubits, was set up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, sent to gather together the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar, the king, had set up. Then the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up, and they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king hath set up. And whoso falleth not down in worship shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Therefore, at the time when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, the flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, the languages fell down and worshiped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. All right. Love you very much. Ask questions anytime.